Okay, folks, welcome back. I'm going to do another car vlog. It's in the Lincoln Maritz MKZ 2017. Real nice four-door sedan. Um, it's bigger than midsize. Very roomy. Leather seats. Dual controls for the heating and air conditioning. Um, Good stereo sound. Can hook up your phone and take calls and stuff. So liked it very much. But I used the Nikon Z7II with which is a 45 megapixel camera, and I used the Nikon Z 40 millimeter at f2. And I went up to f5 for a little bit, then went back to f2. I was using either 1/60th of shutter speed or 1/125th shutter speed. And I'll tell you when to go back and forth. So let's watch this video and enjoy. All right. Another vlog. Haven't done this in a while. Car vlog. So I have it on manual mode. 1/125th of shutter speed, f2, on the 40 millimeter Nikon Z lens. It's not the S. 160, 25, 100, 80. That looks good. 60. Okay, 60 looks good. Let me go to 125. Yeah, so it's either 125 at f2, 1250 auto ISO, or if I go to 160, it's 640. So let's try this, okay? At 640 ISO, f2, 1/60th. Turn on the air conditioning. Very good. And guess what I'm going for? I'm going for a milkshake. Okay, so I'm using the Nikon Z7II on the Z7II tripod, low mount, and everything is looking good. I mean, I don't know why I haven't tried this camera before. Tried it during the day. I thought the Z6II would be better, but it does for video, but this camera is doing all right. So with a 45 megapixel, this may be my vlogging camera. So it might outshine the A7C. I got the small grip on the Z6II and the Z5, but I think the Z5 is like I don't know how many megapixels it is. I know the Z6II is, I think, 24. So like I said, this is 1/60th. I'm going to be driving around a little bit, get a milkshake, then I'll change it to 1/125th shutter speed. So it's at 25/600 right now on the ISO. So what I'm looking for is any stuttering or juddering, any jello effect. It was at 1/30th on automatic Okay, but when I made turns, you saw low generators. So let's see what happens here. So I'm looking at the traffic as it passes me. Okay, so that's 1/60th. I'm going to go in a neighborhood. No, I'm not. So I'm looking at the flaring around the stoplights. And if I change the to 2.2, 3.2, f4, sprinkling a little bit. Let's do a 4.5, 5. That looks pretty good. So this is at f5 and 1/60th the shutter speed. So I can see the difference in the clouds. I think the higher the number, the more is in focus. You know, you get, I think, less blurriness when driving. Set. So I'm going to try for a frappy mocha. Oh wow, I saw that lightning. I don't know if it picked it up on the camera. I got the external battery hooked up to it. And this is in manual mode. It's not in automatic. So when I get my drink, I'm going to put it at 1/125th. See how that goes. So I'm in the my mom's car. Word of warning, folks, if you have your vehicle serviced, I got a little gadget that reads error codes and stuff. They sometimes don't reset it. So I was getting this engine error because they did like a 40-point check or 28, whatever they do. They said, well, the fuel injectors need to be done and something else. But I reset it, you know, clear all codes, and there's no problem. So what I'm thinking, and I've heard this on the radio too, is if you have that little gadget, you just hook it underneath the dashboard, you clear the codes, that takes care of it. So something that you get worried, you clear the codes, if it comes back, then you know you have a problem, you know, an error message. And if they did the check and they like removed the cover or something like that, or the air filter, they've been known to do that too. Not tighten it up again. So I usually just look at it before I take off and see if they don't leave a screwdriver or a wrench or something in there. I had that done too, and it was in the Ford Galaxy 500 back in the 70s. So I had it in the shop for about a month. They said it's not done yet, done yet. They said it would only take about a few days, right? So I finally had enough. Got it. My buddy that dropped me off says, "Hey, stop, your car's rattling." We open up the engine. The air filter wasn't in. The tools was in the air filter case, and the top wasn't even on. And there's a screwdriver and a wrench. So I'm trying it at f5. I think f8 would be too dark. I can see the texture in the clouds. One thing I like about this camera, folks, and I always repeat this, it's a much better LCD screen than Sony has. That's the difference. Well, I hope they have a Frappy Mocha available. I need something, a nice cold coffee with whipped cream and Hershey's chocolate. And then you get these guys that drive like crazy, bat out of hell. Like this one right here. Changing lanes. Can't figure out which one he's going to do. So there might be a lot of noise on that F5. See, and then there's a 295. Yeah. So this is a hard part, getting these nickel heads across the street. See this right here? They take their time. Made it though. Get these. I'm going to go all the way to Nacogdoches. What I'm looking at is to see if they finish Tri-County Road. They've had it torn up for over 6 months, and I never see any progress. So man, they put a lot of Hershey's chocolate syrup on there. It's good. Oh wow, you see that guy? So see, this is Tri-County Road, but I see still some construction and stuff on there. But you see that guy on the bike or on the moped or whatever it's called, the skateboard? See him coming to the right. Oh, he's going to the right too. Boy, he has a lot of guts. I wouldn't be driving at night in that thing, especially when it starts to rain. Yeah, Caproli's still open. I'm gonna eat there one of these days. So this is at 125th, or 125th shutter speed. F2, 25,600. So I see a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit. And my thing is telling me it's 55 miles per hour on the road. So the guide on here needs to be updated, and I got to find out how to do that, because my cell phone is more accurate, and I think they came out the same year. Yeah, you see, it's 50 miles an hour, but yet they got 55. I'm going 49. So what I'm also looking at to see, oh, I saw that lightning, is how it performs. The camera, that is. If it overheats, whatever. It's at nighttime, and it's looking pretty good so far. So this is a 45 megapixel camera. And as much as I like the 35 millimeter lens, it's a little bit too big because my dashboard is real small in this car. But The camera's at the right position. I don't see any jittering. You don't have to worry about this traffic on the right. So railroad tracks. This is the railroad tracks test coming up. A lot of rock and roll, folks, coming up. Let's shake, rattle, and roll. Well, that was pretty smooth. Okay, so this is where the construction is. Oh, I gotta slow down. See, what makes it so hard is that when the lights are coming to you, that they blind you. And I'm going to make it left. I'm going to go down Evans Road. Good. Got the green light. So they fixed this part right here, but then the road, they only went to right here, and this is the old road. So this is another test that I'm taking, and looking at the signs, see if he can read them as I get closer. I can put it on brights. So that went to 25,600. I turn it down. Went to 10, 12. Yeah. So what I'm looking for is on this video, there's a lot of noise. Now, what you guys don't know is I'm having some trouble with the business, and I've been doing some video, and so I keep doing the video every day. It's just that these are unlisted, and I might need them for arbitration. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I did about 15 videos already, and I'm going to try one more time tomorrow morning, and then I'm going to let arbitration take over. So I usually go to the right and go in that loop, but I don't think I need to. I think I got enough footage to let me know when I'm Okay, so it interrupted, and I forgot to tell you there's a 30-minute time limit on it, but it didn't overheat. So this is take 2. So what I'll do is I'll take out when I was waiting at McDonald's. You know, that was about 10 minutes, whatever. But there is a 30-minute time limit on this. A7C does not have a time limit. But the LCD screen sucks. You know, the same thing as the ZVE10. And that's another story. Went to try to take photos, couldn't get any photos because you got 3 buttons, right? Well, 1 button. So it's video, stills, and S&Q on the 3rd press. The stills did not work. So, anyhow, so I'm going over a few potholes and stuff like that. I'm going to go this way. So I don't have it in normal mode or sport mode. I got it in comfort mode. So I'm trying to get the best gas mileage and best comfort. I think normal is a little bit more rough than comfort. I think that's why my mom left it on normal. But when you're making turns, sharp turns, you can feel it. It kind of like, it's a jerkiness. And I don't like that. So when I leave it on comfort and I make a turn, there's no problem. Very quiet in the car. Wind is blowing outside. Rain is coming. And it's looking good. So I got 45,000 miles on this car. Already got notification that, hey, buy this stuff because it's out of warranty. You know, for your car. This is, yeah. I'll just use the dealership for that. Okay. Did pretty well. So, reason why it says interrupted is because there's a time limit. And I think I'm going to kill that roach or that grasshopper, one of the two. One thing I had to get used to is move the car up far enough to make sure, yeah, 10 o'clock, just about 7 minutes. Cool. Did it. All right. So, I'm going to end this video. So you see some noise. So I'm going to try some things. Let's do 2.5, 3.2, 4. See, as you go higher, it's darker in here. So
I think, see, this is 125 at 12,800. Okay, ISO. But if I go to 60, it's 64. If I go to 50, 40, 30, 30, it's ISO 3200. Yeah, 125th f2, 2500 ISO. 130th, 3200 ISO. 40th, 45, 50, 5000, 60, 6400. So that's how Nikon does it. Full battery, everything looks good. So if you like this type of content, please give me a like, subscribe. You don't have to hit that notification bell. It's going to let you know if you're subscribed that I have a video up. And thank you for watching. Any questions, just write in the comments down below. And as always, stay safe, keep smiling, and until next time, goodbye.